What is up, you guys? Welcome back to Motorhead YouTube channel. In today's video, guys, we are back to work on the Lincoln Continental, and we do need to get this thing prepped for paint. As you guys know, we got this body work done, and I actually want to paint this quarter panel and the fender today and put the new fender on it because we did get it trimmed out. Vlad actually trimmed it out, and we'll take these doors off and paint it all like this. That way there's no tape lines here. So we'll spray the quarter panel and the fender, because I didn't like this anyways because there was a lot of trash because I painted it in the shop. But I feel like if we do it in the booth, we can paint it all nicely and do it in sections. That way we can take our time. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap that fender out and take these doors off and get it all prepped. Okay guys, so I went ahead and knocked out the bodywork on this door, and we got the Bondo sanded down perfectly. And now what I'm going to do is throw another coat of glaze on it, and while I do that, I'm going to go ahead and sand this down. It's just a very minor imperfection, literally a scratch dent, and we'll glaze this. And I actually decided we're just going to go ahead and do all this together. So we're going to get this primed today, and then tomorrow we can sand it and paint it. So let's go ahead and get some glaze thrown down, and then we'll wait for it to cure. I want to give it 24 hours. That way it doesn't shrink up right away and you paint it and have an imperfection. So let's get some glaze on here, get that nice and smooth, and throw down some nice 2K primer. Okay guys, so I got the body work done on this door. Turned out very nice with it being aluminum. I was actually luckily able to access it from the back, knock it out, throw a coat of Bondo and a coat of glaze. That is done. There was also an imperfection here, so I sanded it down. I'm going to throw a little coat of primer, and then obviously this dent. But right now what I need to do is get this red scuff pad, and I'm going to scuff this whole area here. This is going to allow the primer to adhere in, and so when I sand it, I can feather it in here and it won't sand through. So we're gonna scuff all around all these areas, tape it up, and throw down some primer, and tomorrow we'll get it wet sanded and painted. I don't think we'll paint the doors tomorrow, just the quarter panel and the fender and this inner section here, and redo all that because there's just so much trash in there and I don't like that. I want this to look good. So let's go ahead and get this primed and we'll be done for today. Alright guys, so I got all the body work done. It's looking nice. I went ahead and threw some guide coat on it, and now we're gonna paint it. I actually decided we're going to paint the door also, this one. So Vlad's gonna go ahead and start sanding it, and we're gonna sand all of this, paint it all in one go, get all this repainted. And there is an imperfection somewhat right there. See that? Needs to. But there is also something here that I felt, and Vlad's gonna fix that. So, you know, I think you can fix that and that together. I don't know what it looks like. It's like just like a little high spot. Like, no, it's like. Ooh, yo, what is this? Just need to beat it down a little and throw a little skim coat there, and a little skim coat here. Fix that, sand that, and prime it, and then we'll go ahead and prep all this for paint. I'm actually going to go into the booth and paint a car while he does this, so he's going to get it prepped. Okay, so Vlad went ahead and blocked out this whole quarter, and we did find a couple of imperfections. There was a dent we missed right here, and also this spot we were talking about. And this is why we guide coated it. That way when you block it out, you can see those spots, because you can see right here the block did not touch this area, but it sanded through here, and that's how you can see a low spot. And then right here you can actually see 2 high spots and 1 low spot. So I'm gonna knock this down a little bit right here, and we're gonna sand this out right here and this, and we're gonna throw glaze, because these are very tiny. They're really not that big at all. And then we're just gonna go ahead and reprime this whole quarter. So unfortunately we will not be able to paint it today. I want to give this primer 24 hours to dry, because I've had issues before rushing it. And on Jacob's car where we primed by the door, you know, it was like right before the paint job, and the next day you could see where it shrunk up, and that's why you got to let it dry. 2K urethane really isn't as bad, because it is a higher build versus the can, but still it is more practical to just wait 24 hours and let it 100% cure, and then we'll just block it out, paint this all together along with all this. So I'm gonna fix these 2 dents, and then I'm gonna sand them, prime it, and that'll be it on the car for today. Okay guys, so we got all the imperfections fixed. Now it's time to just tape everything off and start priming. I'm gonna go ahead and scuff this up just a little bit. That way any overspray that sticks to it will sand right off. So let's get started. Alright guys, so we got it all masked off. I went ahead and cleaned it really good because there was a lot of residue left over. And now we're just going to throw down some primer and let it cure. And then I'll throw some guide coat once it dries a bit, and we'll block this out and it'll be perfect. Alright guys, so it is a couple days. This is cured real nicely. We got guide coat on it. I'm going to go ahead and block this out with the 400. Get it ready for paint, and then also same with the door, block out all that and sand the rest of it and the fender. And then we can get this thing taped up and painted. Alright guys, so I went ahead and blocked out the face of the quarter panel, and I kind of want to show you guys why we use guide coat. And pretty much, as you can see, it's nice and evenly sanded, and it does show me imperfections, such as right here. You can see it's a little rock chip or something, and it wasn't fixed, so that's gonna have to be puttied. And also it'll show you low spots like this. I didn't want to sand it out yet. I wanted to show you guys. As you can see, there's a little bit there, so you'll just sand it until that's completely gone, and pretty much it'll allow you to uniformly sand all this and make sure it's super straight. I'm using a huge block too, that way it gets as much surface area as possible, because that helps with it not being wavy on huge panels. So this is looking great. I'm really happy with these results, and I'm glad I redid those imperfections and reprimed it, because I mean, this quarter panel is straight now. So we're gonna go ahead and finish blocking all of this out, and I'm going to sand up in here, block this out, get all that ready for paint, and then the door and the fender, and then we can get it in the booth. Maybe today, I'm not sure. My brother is painting a car, so I don't know. Maybe I can get it in there at like 5 and work a little late and get this thing painted. So we'll see. So let's go ahead and finish prepping it, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, so I got the first sand done, and I went ahead and washed it, and there are a couple shiny spots that I'm going to go over again and make sure I get everything. And also I do need to go ahead and scuff all this and get it ready for the transition. I'm going to do it probably to about right here, and we're just going to throw clear here and paint to right here. Same with this, I'm going to do it to here, but I'm going to run a line here on this edge because the molding goes over this, and run clear over this whole thing right here. That way we don't have to buff out a hard edge on the top of the paint. Here it'll be fine because it's going to go behind here, and there's a molding that goes right there, and it's going to go down to probably about right here, and that way there will be no tape lines here, and also you won't see any here because this molding. So we're going to go ahead and finish sanding this, get all these shiny spots. Now that I washed it, I can see where I need to go over again, and then we will sand that, clean this thing, and that'll be it, and it'll be ready for paint. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. All right guys, we got it nice and clean, sanded, ready to go. It is all drying off right now, so we're gonna go ahead and get it into the paint booth and start taping it up and prepping it for paint. Okay, wow guys, this job just turned out amazing. I just love how the clear laid down. I mean, everything just looks absolutely beautiful. A couple little pieces of trash, but no big deal. It'll all buff out. There's some on the fender right here, it fell off. I don't know, this came at the end, so I know that there's definitely room to buff this out, so I'm not worried about it. But I mean guys, this just looks absolutely beautiful. I'm really happy with the results. As you guys can see, I painted this open, so there is no tape line here. Once you open this door, it's all going to look uniform because the paint is one. And guys, this quarter panel just looks beautiful. I really love how it turned out. Everything just looks nice and smooth. So we're definitely gonna have to wait for this to cure at least like 10 minutes before I untape it. But man, I'm just so happy with the results and how everything turned out. I'm really excited to just go ahead and paint the rest of this car and get it done. So yeah, we're gonna wait a little bit and then we're gonna untape it. But for now, I actually do have an important channel update. All right guys, so we're gonna start off at the beginning. A lot of you guys have been asking about the E30 M3 that you see behind me. For any new subscribers, this is my E30 M3 conversion, and it has an S2000 big turbo motor in it. And pretty much with this car, guys, it's just been on the back burner. As I've said many times before, this has just been a long time dream car / project car of mine, and it eats so much money. Right now I probably have close to 15 to 18,000 in it, and that's literally just a ballpark. That's not even counting like materials for the body work and materials that I bought for the roll cage, the tubed front end, and just shaving the bay. Just like considering all the materials, it's probably more than that. And this car has just been something that really just eats money and doesn't really make money. So it has been on the back burner, and I know a lot of you have seen it on Facebook Marketplace for sale, and man, a lot of y'all sent me some messages about that, and it really made me rethink selling it. I was really close to giving up on it because I've just been so burned out on it, and I really just wanted to move on and put that money into some content on cars that would make me money and I could run them through. But I decided, you know, a lot of people were saying that they started watching the channel for this car, and so like I just decided I couldn't do that to you guys, and I'm gonna pull through. I did actually get a new job, guys. I will be starting here soon, and I'm going to be working at another shop. So I'll give you guys an update on all that in a further video. For now, we're just going to focus on the task at hand. So for the E30, I'm going to bring it home. I have a garage at home, and it's very spacious, and I'm going to be working on it from the house and delivering content on it. So right now, this is going to be the main content car on this channel, and I'm just gonna push through and finish it. My new job will be really flexible on allowing me to work on this car and make videos on it. That way I can just go full force on this car and deliver you guys the content on this car, because I really want to get this car done, and it's almost there. Honestly, I really just need to get it into primer. So first episode on it, I'm going to strip it completely down, take the motor out, take everything out, and I'm going to get all the rust off, because it has been sitting. There's a lot of rust on the tube front end, there's a lot of rust on the interior, and everywhere there's just surface rust, and it's just getting worse and worse. So I'm going to strip this car completely down. I need to get rid of all the rust. I need to throw epoxy or etch or something on all the bare metal, and then get it all nice and primed. And then I'm just gonna knock out the bodywork and get it painted. And that is my #1 goal, is to get it completely primed and completely painted first. I realized that that's gonna be the best way to do it. Then I can just drop this motor in for good and not have to take it out anymore, and just do final reassembly and just work my way towards the finish line. I am going to actually be releasing some merch. If you guys want to support this car, I'll give you more details on that. I'm actually going to be building a store, and I'm actually in the process of making it. So if you guys want to support this build and support the channel so I'm able to finish this car and get it knocked out, stay tuned, guys. I'll give you another update in another video further on. But for now, we're going to knock out the Lincoln. Also, the AMG is still here, Birdie's car. We've just been going through it with this steering wheel with CKM car design. It's been a nightmare. And we also have a bunch of other parts for that car. So I'm going to finish the Continental and probably take the AMG home. And there's not really much to do on it. Just put that new steering wheel in and clean it up and get it shipped out. So I'll take that home so it's not sitting at the shop. Get the Lincoln to my friend. And that's pretty much it. I'll tow this car home. I'll get it into the shop and I'll start working on it and releasing content on it, guys. I will also be vlogging at my new job. It is a shop also, but it's just a much better idea for me as far as making YouTube content and making content for you guys. So stay tuned, guys. I have a lot planned for the channel. Another thing I want to do is rebrand, and I have a bunch of cool ideas for this store. I think you guys will love it. as I said, this is all going to be in the future. It's just currently in the works, and we're going to get started on it really soon. Like I said, I just need to get everything knocked out here on the shop, so bear with me, guys. I do need to get everything done before I make this move. This is a big move for me, and I feel like I'm going to grow, and I feel like it's the right move. In my heart, I've just had many signs that this is the right move for me. So stay tuned, guys. I'm really excited myself, and I hope you guys can bear with me as I transition. And soon I'm going to be just releasing day-to-day content, guys. I'm going to be grinding for the channel and moving it in a completely different direction. I hope you guys will stick around for it, because I know you guys will enjoy the content. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed that Lincoln paint job. I'm really stoked with how it turned out. I'm loving it. There is a little bit of trash, but for the most part, not much buffing involved, which is really good because black is just such a horrible color to buff. So next episode, I'm going to paint the rest of the parts. We got 2 other doors, the hood, the trunk, 2 bumpers, and the side skirts. So I'm going to lay it all out in the booth and get it painted, and then it's just a matter of getting it reassembled. I'm super excited for that, guys, because then it's going to be done. I'm thinking 2 more weeks, that car will be done, and that's going to be it. That's the only thing really tying me to the shop right now. But I hope you guys understand, and I hope you guys will be patient for me. And if you want to stick around, be sure to hit that subscribe button. You can follow us on Instagram at motorhead.co, link it down below. We appreciate all the love and support from you guys. It's been an amazing journey with you guys, and I'm not going to give up. I'm going to get this car done, because this is what started the channel. This is my dream car. All my brothers put hard work into this car, and I feel like it would just be, you know, it would be bad to just sell it, you know, considering everyone who's had their hands on it, everyone's who put the work into it. I feel like this thing needs to be completed, and when it's done, it's probably a car I'll never part with. You know, it'll be sentimental to me. So stay tuned, guys. If you want to stick around for this E30, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And thanks for everything, guys. I love you. Peace.